Hello there.
Razor Crest, stand down.
I'm here on business. I need your help. I've been quested to bring this one back to its kind. If I can locate other Mandalorians, they can guide me.
This is no place for a child.
Wherever I go, he goes. Here we go.
The Mandalorian. New season streaming October 30th. Only on Disney+.
Only a few days to go until we get the first episode of Season 2, and this special look gives us a lot of what we've already gotten and not much else. We don't get any of the rumoured Ahsoka footage, and Boba Fett is yet to turn up in any of the promotional material. Spoilers ahead. We get a quick rehash of the X-Wing scene from the first trailer. There is some audio this time though. One of the X-Wing pilots warns the Razor Crest to stand down, and then the scene changes to the Razor Crest crashing on the ice planet that's mostly been theorized to be Ilum. This quick cut gives the illusion that the two are happening on the same planet, but I'm not too sure about this. The Razor Crest is fine on planetary entry and undamaged prior to the crash. It does look like the engines are off though. There is a possibility that they both occur on the same planet, and taking into account my main theories of what the planet is, Ilum or Cronus, it is possible. The New Republic may have taken either of these planets from the Empire, Ilum due to its importance to the Jedi and to the Empire, or Cronest, which is the home planet of their once ally, the Mandalorians of Clan Ren. We know Mandalore has had some issues with the Empire before, which is what led to Moff Gideon getting the Darksaber. The reason the Razor Crest is crashing could be due to some kind of technology that's been installed by the Empire. It could be radiation coming from broken Kuiper crystals. Hell, he could have even been shot down by an iron cannon for all we know. The small cuts and the dubbing, more on that soon, do really well to skewer what glimpses we do get of the upcoming season. This view of the skidding Razor Crest and all the other shots in the trailer make that crash ship from the first trailer the Razor Crest. I speculated that it could have been a ship from the Clone Wars era, but apparently not. Just from the few bits and pieces we've already been given, the Razor Crest is going to have a tough time this season. We've already seen it broken and limping through space and burning up in a fiery wreck on entry. Now it's crashing hard on the currently unnamed ice planet. An extended version of Mando meeting back up with Greef and Cara again. There have been other smaller views of this scene in the other trailers and teasers, but this is the first time we get a voiceover at the same time. There's a very high chance that this voiceover is dubbed over from other parts of the season. Mando's asking for their help finding other Mandalorians to then find Jedi. The part that doesn't seem quite right is that both Greef and Cara are in the room when the armourer gives Mando the mission. So it's entirely possible they pulled it from a completely different part of the season. There's another quick shot of the speeder in the desert. This is the only shot of Tatooine in this trailer. They're really not giving us much. We've seen the Razor Crest flying over the mountains, Mando on a speeder, and another angle of the same speeder ride. The lack of Tatooine base footage may allude to an important part of the plot happening on the desert planet. Boba Fett, anyone? We see Mando looking up from his crash ship, the voiceover mentioning locating other Mandalorians in the same second, possibly another clue that this planet is indeed Cronest. There's a hole above the Razor Crest that's showing the sky. The way he's looking up there makes me think he's looking at something important, maybe other Mandalorians, or it could be this spider-like creature you see in the background here. The way Mando mentions he's looking for other Mandalorians to help him find Jedi leads me to believe that he's heard stories of other Mandalorians and other clans interacting with them in the past. Mando could be looking specifically for Bo-Katan or Sabine Wren. Both fit the criteria really well. And whilst not a proper Mandalorian, Boba Fett does fit the bill to a lesser extent. He's had many interactions with Luke in both movies and comics in canon. We're going to get another repair montage this season. We get small glimpses of it here. It's possible he does the most basic repairs before flying to this water planet, which is heavily suspected to be Mon Cala. This could be why it's all broken in the first trailer and becomes a fireball soon after. Here's some more footage of the Fight Club scene. Mando sits perfectly calm as the whistling birds take out all the guys around him. Gor Koresh, the one-eyed guy, isn't touched at all. This means that he's likely still got information Mando wants or needs. Maybe something on the whereabouts of other Mandalorians? If this scene is on Tatooine, and the presence of the Gamorreans fighting could suggest this, he may even have some info on Boba Fett. Some more little snippets of the Navarro base raid, check out my other video. We see an Imperial transport diving off the same cliff the speeders did in the first trailer. We then see those same speeders catch up with it. Kara crashes one into the side of the canyon, and then we get a glimpse at an interesting addition. Horatio Sands' Mithril from episode 1 of season 1. We know he's got some link to the Mandalorians. He asks Mando in the first episode if all of them keep their helmets on all the time, hinting that he's at least met one before. He could be the main reason for the raid. It could be for the express purpose of breaking him out to get info from him. He could be the one that sends Mando to Tatooine in search of Boba Fett. There are so many different options. Another look at this reunion turns into a few seconds of what could be the planning session for the attack on the base. Kara looks from someone unidentified, probably Grief, to Mando, and we get a quick peek at the child. Because why not? The same hallway scene from the teaser, trailer, a slightly longer version of the scene where Grief is sitting at what looks to be a turret. In the other teaser, I thought it was on the Razor Crest, but it turns out it's actually in this transport. You can see that at some point he swaps with the Mithril before the scene jumps to another hallway scene. We get the TIE Outlanders flying above the same canyon the Imperial transport and all the other speeders are driving through, meaning that they're probably in pursuit of Kara and Grief as they try to make their escape. We then get the same jetpack scene that's been in almost all of the promotional content so far. This time though, we get Mando saying "here we go," dubbed over the top. Again, this could have been taken from another part of the season and is just here to make the trailer mesh better. If not, I think it could possibly be taken from either the first part of the raid or more towards the end, where Mando is getting prepped to take down some TIEs in a similar fashion to what happened in the finale of Season 1. This special look confirmed some of the parts of my previous Navarro raid speculations from the last video. The other small teaser and this one gives us a pretty good idea of what happens in the raid. We're just needing the reason why and some of the context behind it. With how central this episode has been in the trailers, I'm guessing it'll be one of the first episodes we get, and with the rumours of the nearly hour-long runtime of episode 1, it could even be the first. Besides that, there's not much else to go on, and I'm kind of excited about that. There's going to be a lot of surprises this season, and hopefully it'll meet the high expectations the show garnered from season 1. Well, that's the end of the special look. It could be the last big thing we see before the first episode in a few days' time. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. See you later.